Alright everybody, welcome to another stream. So tonight we're just doing a nice easy cruise through Cornwall, Ontario. Then we're going to head on up and do something a little different, go to Ottawa and take a look at Parliament Hill, which is where all our legislators do their work their magic, I guess. And from there, we're going to fly over to Montreal. And do a little scenic tour around there and head back to Cornwall, Ontario. Now, I don't know if this has had an update in the last day or so, but I've been noticing tonight a few changes. One of which, cars now not only have headlights at night, I think they always did, but they got tail lights put into them now too. So if you're like low enough, you can see that there's a car there driving. When it's there, you can kind of see like the tail lights and that. It's like that's just like kind of like cool little features. But, this is Cornwall, Ontario. Looks like we got traffic lights in certain areas. Just gonna kind of, there's Cornwall Island. Just gonna zip around here. Got some like changes and stuff like that. I'm just kind of taking it in. So I'll end up showing you guys around Cornwall here quick before we head on off to Ottawa. So this right here is Montreal Road. And keep on turning here. A lot of people that are in Cornwall there, Messina. A lot of people like to go shopping in Messina. They also like to hit up the casino there. Cornwall's not a very big town. I think we have a population, I think it's around 50,000. It's not super big. It's a nice little area. I enjoy living here compared to where I lived before. Nice area. Let's see here. A little harder at night, kind of like figure out where everything is, just because of the lighting. And it's so much, well, like, things are obviously darker. But, here, I believe this is Brookdale, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and there's, okay, so I know where I am now. There's our only roundabout. Well, not our only one, it's the biggest one in Cornwall. They just recently built another one. This here area right here, I'm pointing out the parking lot lights. That is the only Walmart in Cornwall. The only other one. But we got a crap ton of dollar stores. I swear we have the capital number of friggin' restaurants. Like, I'm pretty sure we beat the world record on that. There's one thing I'll say of anything else in Cornwall, you can't go hungry. That's one of our Tim Hortons. This is an area where our car club likes to hang out on occasion in the summer. Well, we did anyway. We used to have the Tim Hortons there after every car meet. And that's got like the food basics and all that fun stuff. This building right here, right there where I'm like putting that white dot on, that there is where we have our car meets every Friday night. It's like the Value Village and what have you. So, alright. Where else can I show you some Cornwall? Let's see here. Let's go show you the main warehouses and stuff. They go to the industrial area. One of, anyway. So. Let's see here. It's coming down Brookdale. Got the 401 just, there's the 401 then. Never mind. Like I said, at nighttime it's a little harder. So. Alright, so right now I'm flying over. What is this here? I believe this is. Yes, this would be the Walmart Distribution Center, Harmony. Right here. But I'm getting a little lower. I am currently flying over, this is what we call Matrix, which is like our Loblaws Distribution Center. This is another Walmart warehouse called SCM. All the cars and stuff like that at night. It's a nice little added detail. So yeah, I think there's like some of the warehouses and stuff like that. Alright, trying to gain a little altitude here. That's just kind of like a taste of Cornwall. So, for those obviously that can't tell already, I live in Cornwall, obviously. a big city. Not that well. Again, I wouldn't say big. All right, let's see if I can find. Now we're going to start making our way to Ottawa. That's what I'm looking for. So, here we go. I know a lot of people say there's not a lot to do in Cornwall at all, or in this area in general. But to be honest, if you don't live here and you're like visiting, there is so much that you can do. There's so many sites in small towns. You just gotta know where to look. Being as someone looking from the outside in, basically what I've noticed is people that like grew up here, they've seen it all. Like it's just boring for them. But I'm from the Toronto area originally, and I can say the same thing for there, and it's huge. So it's all perspective. Now we're going to make our way to Ottawa. Ottawa by car is about an hour. My airspeed right now 120 knots, so we're doing around 180 kilometers an hour, give or take. Where's that on that tree button? Hey, there we go. That'll stop my windows from icing. Typically I use a Cessna 172, but I thought I'd change it up a little bit and go with this train or airplane on another one. This one kind of like, it's weird. There's no instrument lights on this. Like it's not that I've been able to see navigation. Yeah, turn my lights off. Like not paying attention to what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of like. Tonight I'm not gonna worry about the ATC. We're just gonna wing it. It's gonna go. I don't know if those green lights are like traffic lights. They don't seem to change color or anything, but another airport. Okay. Wow, another airport over there. Another one over there. So anybody that's like tuning in, like feel free to comment. As far as I know, the comments do pop up. So don't feel, by all means, feel free to join in. See my altitude. I'm getting up there, 6,000 feet almost. All right. Once we hit Ottawa, there, I'll start dropping the altitude down a little bit. I'll even get a better look at like Parliament Hill. And, not quite sure how well the Rideau Canal will show on this. In the winter, it's a real hot spot for ice skating. It's like I have never been, but I do know that you can go skating right on the Rideau Canal in the winter once it freezes over. And it's a huge tourist area. So there's Ottawa just over there. So we should be getting pretty close to 417. typically when you're cruising from Cornwall and you're heading to Ottawa, the majority of us, I know there's other ways, um, but the most direct route is taking the 138, 417, and then the 417 all the way to Ottawa. As we get closer, you'll start to see more and more. Like right now, this is like all fields and stuff like that. There's really nothing going on here. I believe this town here is Castleman. Yeah. So it's actually nice here out this way tonight. So basically the weather you're seeing, that's pretty much what we're getting tonight, which is nice. It's been snowing here almost on the daily at night, and it's been so annoying. I worked outdoors as a shunt driver, and it is annoying having to deal with the snow on a daily basis. Like, I know they were saying what was it? El Nino? No, that's the warm temperatures. El Nino. Apparently, we were having an El Nino winter, and they said that it was going to be a higher than average. It's going to be higher than average for snowfall. Like in our area, they were saying we were gonna get a lot of snow this year, and well, they weren't wrong. But we're getting closer to Ottawa. There's Ottawa right there. And soon we'll be able to see Parliament Hill. Um, Again, hopefully, maybe the Rideau. I just don't know how well it's going to show. And sometime maybe I should do a flight there and show you guys, like, not that, if you guys were interested or whatever, um, take off from Cornwall and fly to this town called Smiths Falls, and that's where I was born. I was born out in this area, but grew up in the Greater Toronto area, not in Toronto, but in a town about an hour or so away called Kitchener. You can see all the little cars on the 417. To be honest, this time of night, it'd be dead. even have really that many cars. No, actually, you know what? No, you'd have about that many at this time of night. More popping. Okay, no. Now we're showing a lot more than you'd have cars, obviously, but it wouldn't be that frequency at this hour. Maybe if there was, you know, the Ottawa Senators were playing. But I can definitely say though, I think like driving along the 417, it's a nice drive. Don't like driving through the Ottawa portion of it during the day anyway, but it's a nice drive. It seems like I'm flying so slow, but actually, like we're actually making good time. I had to choose the most basic of aircraft. Like I can't. This thing doesn't have cruise or anything. Again, as far as I know. Like, there's not even, like, instrument lighting. Or anything. Like, it's so basic. Oh. I really gotta pay attention to what I'm doing here. Devon. These gauges should have backlight. Like, it should all be backlit. I don't understand why it's not. Well, there we go. There's Ottawa. Except the fact that I really don't want to bore any of you and not redo this all over again. It is so tempting to start this flight over and just use the 172. I am super familiar with that plane. The instrument lights up, like the instruments all light up. A lot easier to like I'm not bouncing around where I gotta like constantly keep adjusting. I don't have to do that as much. The airspeed is about the same. going through Ottawa, again, taking a look at like Parliament Hill and whatnot, like I said. Then we're going to be flying up through Gatineau along the 40, I believe it is. I believe it's the 40. It's been a while since I've been out that way. And then following that, basically all the way to Montreal. Explore Montreal a little bit, then make our way back to Cornwall, and land in Cornwall. I don't think that's actually even moved. I don't know why, but this version for me, on occasion, it'll keep setting it to unlimited fuel, which can get annoying because I like to have it as realistic as possible. Some crashes on, overstretch, like all the stuff on. Feels so slow. And I'm not even that high. Nice to be able to come home though and just kind of throw this on, hang out with you guys, do a live stream, and just enjoy the weekend now. My week is over, and apparently it's a long weekend this weekend. Apparently Monday's a holiday. Who'd have thought? I had no idea. So I told my coworkers there I was all set to go to work on Monday. So I would have sucked. Show up, nobody there. I kind of joke around. I'm like, well, it'd be an easy day for me, just sitting in the yard, where I work, not doing anything. Not like I can move trailers through the yard there if there's no one there to put them in the queue. Basically just coming into Ottawa. That almost looks like a cruiser, like a cop sitting there. kind of blue light there. I mean, I don't know. We did some updates. So we bridge. Oh, there's Parliament Hill, so right over here. So we're getting there. I'll try and can't really get too much lower. One trucking company I worked for used to do a lot of Walmart deliveries to Ottawa at night. You know, little side streets and everything. It's like red there. Yeah, it's like, I wonder if those are actual. No, not actual, but it's supposed to be traffic lights. Trying to bring it down a little bit. I believe that's a mall. Deli say trying to drive through downtown Ottawa in a big rig though. Fucking stressful. Like the only way to get to Quebec and that like the Gatineau is by going through the downtown area of Ottawa. And I can definitely tell you it is, like, for myself anyway, I don't know about others. For me, it was, like, really freaking stressful. I hated it. Especially in the summer, they got road closures. And they don't try to make it easier for trucks either. Start nice up a little bit. Let's get foaming on the windows. So there we have Ottawa. Here we are, Parliament Hill. Went up. So this is downtown Ottawa. And the government sector. There it is. There's the Parliament building. So, and I think, I don't know, because I've never been, but I think that's the Rideau Canal there. Again, if anybody happens to know for sure that ends up watching this later on down the road, by all means point it out, because all I know is it runs right along where Parliament is. Alright, so we're going to carry on now. Start making our way to Quebec. And that's some clouds on the, yeah, they're in the distance. Alright. Yeah, that's like I was saying, Ottawa is not truck friendly. But at least not to me. And if you're driving through Quebec, it is not English friendly either. As soon as you cross that Ontario-Quebec border, nothing is in English, not a dang thing. So if you don't know how to read French, good luck. Like, the signs themselves don't really change, so you can kind of decipher. You know, like the road signs for the most part, but the lettering, like, forget it. It's French. I will say, though, for the most part, the majority of Quebecers are nice people. I've had my run-ins with a few. They do have separatists, meaning they have Quebecers that want to separate from Canada. And, you know, it is what it is. But if you run across them and you don't speak French, they will have no problem telling you where to go, how to get there, and that you have no business being in Quebec. And I've run into a few of them. And for a long while, it really gave me it really made me dislike Quebec there for like a good while. I hated it. But like I said, for the most part, they're good people. And so now we're making our way to Montreal. Good old Montreal. Those of you that are just tuning in, not Montreal yet, but we are heading in that direction. And I'm going to go do a little sightseeing. Definitely have a ways to go yet, though. Makes it a little harder doing them at night because, again, there's not a lot to see, or as much to see. But at least with the big cities, you get to see all the lights and stuff like that, how the city would be lit up. So we're trying to build some altitude up, maybe. Like flying in between the cities, and that's the most boring part. It's literally like driving. Yeah. apparently, we're what, mid-February? It's like, fuck, we're already halfway through the second month of the year. Um, March or April, I think it is. Um, it's supposed to be in the first quarter, roughly. Like, I keep getting mixed, like, signals on it, but March, April-ish, um, Microsoft Flights in 2024 is supposed to drop a major update in the next couple months anyway. And it's going to include the PSVR 2. So that is going to be absolutely fantastic, and I look forward to doing VR flights in that. Come on. Well, hold on here. I know what the issue is. I wonder, why am I seeing the same freaking town? I'm on the wrong freaking, I'm on the wrong route. That's right, you guys are gonna be able to see fucking, end up flying over, like, looks like a major airport. So there's that. I want to be north of the river. Like, I would fly to Montreal the way I was going, but it would be like kind of doing it ass backwards. That's right. Yeah, I was heading back to Cornwall. That's fucking funny. Oh, guess I am just fucking that tired today. Oh well. Yeah, shit happens. It's not like I don't have a fuel, because apparently I just got it unlimited. Ain't no killing here is funny. So if anybody was watching, you know, and if you played this, you know, like what areas do you like to go to? And if you haven't played this yet, but you're watching, kind of seeing, you know, like what this is like and what it's all about, where are you looking forward to flying? Like, literally, the world is yours. Like, that's on the base. Like, you pay, I think it's the $80 or the $90, the $79.99. At least that's how much it is here in Canada. You pay that, and you literally get the world at your fingertips. Go where you want, however you want. There's so much. Hey, for those of you that are interested, tomorrow I'll be doing another live stream. Starting with, not starting, but we're going to be well, okay, I'm going to start over here. Just goes to show like how kind of tired I am tonight. So I will be starting a new series, going all the way through the Resident Evil 2 remake. I am hoping to end up live streaming Resident Evil 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8 every day. I'm hoping to. So that way on February 27th when Resident Evil 9 Requiem comes out, and I start the live stream for that, we'll be kind of caught up. I do have Resident Evil 5 and 6, but I just, honestly, I got no interest in playing them. So I'm just trying to be honest on that. It's not that I don't have it. I do. I have all of them 1 through 8. Just got no interest in doing it. So alright. There we go. Now we're starting to yeah, so there's Gatineau. There's where we were, and ended up turning back and heading towards freaking Cornwall. At least the ice on the windows melted. That's cool. Yeah. Turn the flashlight on, please. It's still late to figure out what the... Oh, it's a storage unit. I don't know. These are fuses. That's not helpful. No. Right. So you would think streaming at this hour I wouldn't have any notifications coming through on my phone. Like, so much for that idea. those just joining in, welcome to the stream. And like I said there, shoot a comment. You know, if you have any questions or anything, by all means, ask away. Montreal, you can just see the lighting way over there in the horizon. Thing is, I have real world weather on. It's actually really nice that this flight it's actually clear. I don't like doing the custom weather and stuff. I like using real world weather. So basically what you're seeing, the clear skies, the occasional clouds like off in the distance, and that's pretty much what we've got going on here. So it's actually a nice night to be doing a stream like this. Hopefully the audio is actually coming through, and I'm not just kind of talking to myself. Hey, welcome to the stream. So for those that are just joining in, I have no idea how many are watching, but we are currently on our way to Montreal, Quebec, and going to do a little sightseeing, and then fly back to Cornwall Municipal to land. And we were in Ottawa a little bit ago, and did a little scenic flight around Parliament. And now, like I said, we're heading over to Montreal, pretty much where that orange glow is way off in the distance there. So yeah. And Montreal at night is really beautiful. I've driven through it during the night, driving truck, and it's nice. I don't know if they're going to have the level of detail with the bridges and stuff in this version. There was like add-ons for 2020 you can get where it actually showed like the lighting from the bridges. Like they decorate their bridges is what I mean. Like they have like a nice, colorful underglow to them. They're really well lit. A little bit of a right bank. And we're just basically following this river all the way through. You guys will have to forgive me with the noise in the background there. My son's watching something and laughing away. So if you guys are actually hearing him in the streams and that, I apologize. There's Hawkesbury. Alright. So, I got into the last trucking company I worked for. I actually got into a bit of trouble for this, but I didn't like driving through Ottawa to get to Gatineau. That's the construction and everything else like that. So I would actually drive from Cornwall and come up through Hawkesbury to avoid driving through Ottawa. Now, it would add about an extra 20 minutes to the trip, but it was so much less stressful than trying to deal with the downtown area of Ottawa, especially in the summer with the construction and everything else like that, because they just close everything down. Like, it's utter bull the way they got things set up. So I would drive through Hawkesbury, and there's a bridge. If you drive through town, there's a bridge that goes across this river back to the, again, I believe it's the odd 30 or 40, sorry. And then you just follow that all the way to Gatineau. But even though it made my job easier, they absolutely hated me doing it. And needless to say, I didn't listen. I did it anyway. Because I'm the one driving the truck, and I was going to be damned if I was going to have to deal navigating through a city that I don't know, that is heavily congested, not a lot of room to maneuver, and if you miss your exit, you can't just bust a U-turn get back on the highway or drive through a residential area and get to where you're going. It was always a shit show, and it was always a battle. And I always hated listening to them, my dispatcher say, it's like, well, all the other drivers don't seem to have an issue. And it's like, great. I'm glad they don't have an issue, because the majority of the ones that went there were local. So they were all really, really familiar with the area. They've been doing it for years. They were comfortable. I, on the other hand, was not. And rather than risking getting myself into a predicament that could end up causing damage to the equipment by causing an accident or what have you, I played it safe, and I would take the long way around. And again, they didn't care about that. 20 minutes to the trip, and to them 20 minutes to the trip is extra fuel, which means extra money. So the safe aspect of it. And it's unfortunate. You know, most companies these days, they talk about are. And it's unfortunate these days. And in my opinion, not saying my opinion's right, so many accidents involving transport trucks and cars. It's one of the reasons, I mean, next to poor training, is companies are pushing drivers to drive through areas that they shouldn't be driving, that they're not comfortable, and they don't have the experience to be driving through. And it is what it is. And it's hugely unfortunate. Now, I'm not saying companies should allow drivers to drive like, an hour or two off route. It's insane. Unless, of course, there's construction or something like that. They literally have to get around. But if a driver is taking a detour, and adding like 20 minutes to a trip, because to that driver, it's less stressful and it's safer for that driver to do so, then it should be alright, in my opinion. You know, there should be exceptions to everything when it comes to being a safe professional driver. I mean, I don't personally, if I was a dispatcher and I had a driver that was going off route by a half hour, I would have no problem at all with it. And I would actually encourage it. Be like, nope, you know what? You taking that 20-minute detour and taking a slightly longer route because you're more comfortable going in that direction, and you feel you are better off so you don't cause an accident, damage equipment, by all means. Because at the end of the day, getting the load to the customer safely with no accidents and no damage, and that, at the end of the day, that should be more important. But again, I digress. It sucks. That's why I find it frustrating when companies talk a real big game about safety, being a safe driver. And when a driver tries to do things safely, even though it bites into the overhead a little bit, they end up shutting the driver for it. To me, that's wrong. Again, it has to be within reason, right? Like, you can't just go on a sightseeing cruise, an hour out of the way and be like, okay, you know, I could justify this. You can't. Like, it's. I don't know, I'm kind of bitching about it. But I figure, people become more aware of it. And maybe one day things will change. Or more people speak up about it. So this here. After a certain point, like this stretch here, not bad. So I think that's the on-40. No, that's not even. Man, I feel like it's a little. That's just fucking. That's what I mean. It's like at nighttime, it's hard to tell. I know I'll know it when I see it. But oh, wait a minute. I'm south of the river. Okay. What the fuck it's called? I'm on the Ontario side. Crossing into Montreal to Quebec, though. Like, pretty much any time now, really. Actually, I think I just crossed into it, to be honest. So much light pollution. So much bloody light pollution. Kind of cool that it's actually in this. I'm pretty much coming in now. kind of cool though. Like there's so much light pollution, it's actually lighting up the inside of my airplane. Like,
I was in the middle of watching a Montreal until I off YouTube.
hey, welcome to Montreal. We're going to carry on towards the downtown core. Oh. It's like downtown Montreal is actually really nice. It's like it's not that far away. It's in around where the airport over here is. The here Elliott Trudeau Airport. The flying pretty much right over. Oh, excuse me. Oh. That snuck up on me. I'm actually really looking forward to, as time progresses, I'm really hoping that the Microsoft there opens up the market on PlayStation to third-party developers, and that so you can buy like add-ons and whatnot, like third-party add-ons and stuff. You can do it on the Xbox, but um, obviously there are still some limitations. You can't get like as many as they got on PC. There's another international airport. Sometime too, I might do a flight there from, say, LAX in Los Angeles to Vegas. It's like that there. I don't know, maybe do a jet, like a commercial airliner, or maybe do like I don't know, maybe a private jet, like the Cessna Citation or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing, looking for like different areas. Like I said, you got the whole world at your fingertips on this. Like you can fly anywhere. So here we are, like freaking making our way towards the downtown area. Just like over that direction. Just taking our time. And like I said, we'll end up heading back to Ontario. And land in Cornwall. Like we are. Well, we're starting to ice up again. I got the cabin heat on. It's like, it's weird. It's like damn winter. Alright. I know some people may not like it, but I like just flying in cockpit view, not like third person, the outside of the aircraft. Yeah, I was really hoping that they would have the kind of better lid. Like it's lit good. I mean, like different colors and stuff like that from the buildings in the downtown core. Drop our altitude down a little bit. So you gaming fans out there, especially if you are a Assassin's Creed fan, in this area over here is Ubisoft's office, and it's where they actually developed a lot of the Assassin's Creed games. So just, little food for thought. Up on the biosphere in a few. It's like basically, it looks like a big mesh ball. The biosphere. Get that low. No, lower. There we go. And at nighttime too, they have it like all lit up in different colors. And this is actually like an amusement park stuff. Yeah, see, typically they don't have it lit up. This is typically lit up. It's usually like blue and red. Hold on, no. There it is there. That's the biosphere. And like I said, it's usually lit up at night in real life. Like, this would be like glowing blue and red and what have you. Heading over this bridge. Kind of got it lit up on this one. Kinda. It's actually a gorgeous bridge there. We can see it from a distance. Yeah, we kind of got it lit up, all purple. Oh, it's kind of cool. It's alright. It like changes colors and stuff like that too. Alright. Time to start making our way back. Trying to land at Cornwall Municipal there. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Because I don't remember when I took off there if there's any actual airport lights. So they got proper lighting. But we're going to try anyway. And to be honest, getting back to Cornwall is relatively easy. All you got to do is just follow the same routes. And hopefully we can do that before my windows freeze up. This sucks. Hey, look at that. All that ice built up. And that's with my hot air on. Like, I think it's hard to tell. But I believe that's the odd 20. I'll know when I get closer. Yeah, I believe that's the odd 20 right there. So. And now the odd 20 turns into Highway 401 in Ontario. think it is, to be honest. Just gonna go this way. Let's see here. Category. South. I want to go more west. Category. I end up seeing Valleyfield, and I'm like, okay, I know exactly where I am. So that sucks right now, as I went a little off road. Oh, excuse me. Head closer and closer to bedtime. Oops. Montreal Airport. Excuse me. Well, that's when we start to get tired. Friggin', I'm starting to wonder if I'm gonna be able to land this thing. Yeah, I'll be fine. Ah, there we go. Yeah, so then my plane is starting to ice up. It's having negative effects on my ability to fly. Alright, we'll be in Cornwall soon enough. There's Valley Field. Not too much long until we're out of Montreal, Quebec. Funny, I could figure out where the heat, all that is. I don't think this plane's equipped with it. It really kind of sucks. Like it's not having heat, but probably still be airport. kind of see the negative impact this ice is having. This ice buildup. It's like my airspeeds drop. Having to make more adjustments on my altitude. Plane fits right in Quebec. I'm like, it's freaking French. I hope I can get them before I ice up anymore. Well, keep hoping that I'm gonna end up like finding a button that I didn't realize was there. But Yeah. Yeah, this looks like the odd 20 here. This highway right moving along there. That leads you up to the 30. That is the 30. Which leads you to the 40. Brings you back. Roadie in Ontario. Nice. That's Lancaster Airport. So that would be the 401. Yeah, Cornwall. There we go. Almost back there. I didn't realize I was that close already. Yeah, Cornwall Regional. Oh, come on. Here we go. Okay. Decrease my throttle a bit. There we go. Alright, we're going to line up with the runway. It's going to be a little difficult with this icing on the windshield. Pull back on the throttle. My airspeed will start dropping. We're like the system here is like glitching. Well, not the system, but the game is glitching out. Because my airspeed isn't dropping at all. But yet I am like. This point with St. Lawrence. Yeah, here's me showing full. Weird. So the simulator is actually glitching out here. At least now, close enough to the runway, a little high. That should be able to, it's no problem. Slow. We're a little high. a little bit. And there we go. Now, since Cornwall doesn't actually have parking just yet, at least not that I'm aware of, let's go taxi parking, see what happens. Yeah, nothing yet. But there we go. So that was a flight from Cornwall Regional to Cornwall, do a little sightseeing around Cornwall, up to Ottawa, do some sightseeing in Ottawa, and then to Montreal, and then back to Cornwall. So that's the entire flight. So hope you all have a good night. We're going to end it here. And if you like the stream, hit a like, subscribe. It helps the channel out as we continue to grow. And I shall see you in the next one. And remember, this weekend we are going to be starting off with the Resident Evil 2 remake and working our way through 2, 3, 4, and 7 and 8. And hopefully we can get all those done prior to Requiem, and here's hoping. We'll see how it goes. So for now, you guys have a great night, and we shall see you soon. Bye, everyone.